The following is a presentation of TFNN, live at TFNN, The Money Masters. Now, The Money Masters.
Good day, Money Masters and Treasure Hunters. Welcome to the September 19th, taperless Thursday edition of the Money Masters Show. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, and I am grateful for your presence here today. My outcome, as always, is to help you to become a better money master and to provide you with tools that empower human potential, because living up to our potential is what we must master each and every day. So let's begin our day with an empowering belief. I've used this for the past couple of days, and I love this one, so I'm going to go ahead and use it again. And that goes like this, or it goes like this, I should say. Most of us have no idea of the giant capacity we can immediately command when we focus all of our resources on mastering a single area of our lives. And one of those areas of our life, well, I believe that should be mastering trading, mastering money out there. Another area, that's what I consider to be time. It's all about time and money. You see, once we master time, we understand that we typically overestimate what we can accomplish in a year and underestimate what we can achieve in a decade. Now, one of the reasons so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Now, that's not you. I'm giving you this so that you can share this with all your friends out there. Because most people, they dabble their way through life. They never decide to master anything in particular. I know that is not the case with you. Success comes from taking the initiative and following up. It comes from being persistent, from being able to express the depth of your conviction. The question is always, what simple action are we going to take today to produce a new momentum toward success in your life? I shared with folks in the first show one of the steps that I'm taking with the what I'm going to actually maybe have to call that system the ultimate money machine system out there, because I have been working diligently. You want to talk about being focused? You want to talk about having conviction behind it? Folks, I can tell you that the depth of my conviction is always there. I love doing what it is that I do. It's why I love being here with you. This much I know to be true in life. And the path to success, it is to take massive, determined action out there. If you do that, you will be able to achieve anything you want in life. You see, there's no abiding success without commitment. If you want to be successful, I say just find someone who's achieved the results you want and copy exactly what they do, and you will achieve the same results. The time is now to master anything that you want in your life. Mastery, as Tom would like to say, it's a beautiful thing. Now, speaking of mastery, Next Friday, September 27th, I'll be teaching a Master Trader course where I'll teach you the set of tools that I use to trade the markets each and every day. It comprises of tools such as buying and selling the D point, reversal, the silent signals, the candlesticks out there, momentum, trading tools and indicators out there. Certainly I'll be sharing the latest work that I have created. And it's really, to me, it's all about being able to take tactics, because that's all that these tools are, and being able to teach you how to be a strategist, because strategists, they slay the tactician every single time, every single day. I'll teach you how to be a strategist out there. Getting into the class, it's a simple thing. You just have to go to the homepage of TFNN.com, sign up on the front page. It includes 1 month of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. If you've got Tiger Dollars, use Tiger Dollars. That'll give you more off of the course. The course is going to go over your lifetime. It basically is pennies. Over the course of a year's worth of trading, it's less than $2.50 a day out there. So if you don't have Tiger Dollars, you can call the office, speak to Leanna. You can buy some Tiger Dollars out there. So that's going to be next Friday, the 27th of September. Hope to see you there. Let's go check out these markets here right now. Flat market as we speak. Dow's off 4 points. S&P is up 1. Composite is up 5. Russell 2000 is basically totally flat at 1076. Apple's up about $10 right now, trading 474. Microsoft up 13 ticks at 33.44. Google's off $5. Cisco's down 25 cents. Intel is flat. You've got Apple lead the charge, the upside. Tesla Motors up $7.50. Novo Nordisk up $3.29. Kihu $3.60. That's up $3.11. Baidu up $3.15. Tesaro, that's up $2.77. That's up a nice 6% this morning. Today we'll spend some time taking a look at the sectors inside the S&P 500. To the downside, you've got Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. Now, that could be a beautiful thing. We're going to go peek in on that because that thing broke above a consolidation level. So wouldn't it be nice to come back and test that consolidation? In fact, let's go. I think it's in the show up or the earnings tab. Boy, God, no, it's not in show up. Maybe it's in earnings. There it is. There is Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. Now, this thing here broke out of this nice little sideways consolidation range and did it with volume. So it has not come back and tested that area, and this would be pretty nice. A test of that area, meaning the price point of about 282 and some change out here. That was the last swing point, which happened to be the swing point of July 22nd out there. Broke through it with volume, 1 million shares versus the 855 and versus the 844,000 from May 15th out there. So you had some nice move. Yesterday was additional conviction, 1.2 million shares. We can see this thing is in the overbought condition. So ideally, that's why I've kept this one on my screen here, is Regeneron Pharmaceuticals would pull back, test that area, test on lighter volume, and then we'd be off to the races. And the races inside this equity, you're talking about from about 2.25 up to about, 380 or so. So what is that? We'll say 220 to 380, about $150, $160 move out there. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to catch that around the 280 level? Now, if it breaks back inside this consolidation range, well, then that trade is off of the books, because when you break back inside a consolidation range, well, you can go visit all the way down at the bottom in the 225 area, and that would even be a nicer trade out there. You got a nice big sign of strength inside this equity here. Back on May the 1st out there. So that is on Regeneron Pharmaceuticals. We've got Google down about $5 right now. Price line off 447 after getting to that 1,000 mark yesterday, or 1,000-plus mark. We've got Pier 1 Imports. That's off about $3 down at 20.82. Sears Holdings off $57. I think Tom just saved one of our Tigers some money who had called when I was sitting in with Tom on Monday. Somebody was calling about Sears Holding. Of course, I don't know what it did yesterday, but this morning it's off 5%. Benefit Focus, BNFT, they're off 5% as well this morning, down $2.60. Our calling number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the indexes. I'll just cover here first. We'll go to the intraday charts. What's my expectations? My expectations are a pullback to the 1714 level, while the 30-minute, the EKG of the S&P 500 works off that overbought condition out there. Now, 1714 is the first target. As most folks know, I'm short on an intraday trade right now, so 1714 is where I've got my exit already set. If that happens while I'm on the air here and I'm not paying attention, so be it. And 1706 is the next level of support, which would be the 0.618 area. I'll just have to be trying to pay attention as price gets into that oversold condition, then wait for the first reversal signal before I would go ahead and enter, or go ahead and cover the trade, and maybe take a look at actually flipping and going to the other side, going to the dark side. No, I guess I'm on the dark side right now. In any event, let's go take a look at the indexes, see what we've got going on out here. We've got the S&P 500 with conviction yesterday, breaking above the swing point, which was August the 2nd out here. The August 2nd high is 1709.67. We broke above it with wide price spread, accelerated volume. You got the whole ball of wax, the whole kit and caboodle, and that kit and caboodle is going to take the S&P 500 probably to the 1782 level. That's where you'd get your 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. 1750 happens to be the next primary trading range boundary line on the monthly chart, so expect a little bit of agitation, a little bit of turbulence as price moves up there into that 1750 area. Assuming that we don't have some other kind of reversal out here, and that would require volume then to the downside. But right now, the way things are set up in taperless Thursday for the rest of our lives out here, well, the rest of many lives, I'm just simply going to go to the doctor and have them just put in some new parts. In fact, I've ordered one of those 3D systems so I can just build those parts and replace them, because I like this life. I like this world out here. Anyway, 1782, that's the number where it's headed to. You just got to pick your spots as far as when to come in on the long side of the trade. If we go take a look at the Dow, the Dow had I've got that ABCD, doesn't seem to be right, so we'll have to just draw that in here. Our A-point is going to be the low on June 24th. Of course, that's at 14,551. Your B-point happens to be August the 2nd out at 15,658. And then your C point down here made a low on August 28th. 1-to-1, A to B equals CD, says 15,882. I say more likely 16,186. Right around that 16,186 mark, we'll see price inside the Dow get up to the top of that rising price channel out there. More or less, though, complete a 1 to 1.272, A to B equals CD. If we take a look at now it is in bought territory. I'll go put the Dow back here. So watch how quickly the Dow went from being sold all the way down here on August 28th, and now it's in that extreme-ish overbought condition. So it really needs to work that condition off before it can really move higher. And so long as the pullback is on light volume, that's really what you wanted to see out here. So I think it's some beautiful trading opportunities that we're going to have inside this marketplace now that we can kind of move the Fed out of the way. And so long as Uncle Ben's wild rice is there, we don't have to worry about Uncle Ben anymore. We know exactly what it is he's going to do out there, and which is not a darn thing out there. I think not a darn. That's not too bad. We've got to figure out what the A is. In any event, let's take a look at the Russell 2000, also with some conviction yesterday, getting above the B points. You'll see that when we take a look at the ETF structures out here. The 1-to-1 A to B equals CD up inside the Russell 2000, 1129. That's where she is headed to over the course of time after after the markets work off a bit of that overbought condition that they have. But the initiation to the upside, it is not done. It is not done, not at least in my opinion, not until we see something else take place inside the market. So we go take a look at the NDX 100. The NDX 100, well, that's got a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. It'll take us into the 33.78-ish mark. So that is really on its next stop. Of course, it crossed the B point quite a while ago. August 13th is the B point, and it crossed through that on September the 9th. That was a nice wide-ranging trading session inside the markets. Let's go take a look here at the ETF structures. So we take a look at the SPYs. We take a look at the swing point volume on the SPYs. August the 2nd, 91 million shares, and yesterday, ba-boom, 203 million shares. Now, I would say that's conviction. You know, when the market had moved down and gapped down on August the 15th, well, that was with 152 million shares. Well, you know, yesterday was a takeoff to the moon, a little bit of a lunar shot, 203 million shares. You've got conviction, you got volume to the upside. How far can this thing pull back? Well, that's an excellent question out here. That I'm just going to simply pay attention to the patterns, the intraday patterns on the ES Mini out here. If you're going to ask me over a period of time how far can it pull back, actually you can see it retrace for the next couple of weeks going up and down out there. So we'll see where this comes in. But it has the S&P 500. It's got a confirmed A to B equals CD up. That'll take you into the 178.30 type range. That will get you up into the top of its rising price channel out there. When we get back from this first break, we'll go take a look at the Qs, the IWM, the Dow Diamonds, and anything else that you'd like. Just give us a call at 877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
Andy Hecht, the host of the Commodities Hour, recently launched his newsletter service, the Technomental Commodity Report, and only 6 weeks in, Andy has already recorded a triple-digit winner. Andy advised his subscribers to purchase a long-term call option at 46 cents on July 11th, and then sent out a special update Friday, August 16th, advising his subscribers to close that position at $1.40. That's a 204% profit in just 5 weeks. The Technomental Commodity Report by Andy Hecht is released each Thursday morning, and right now you can get a month-long free trial to this subscription while locking in the low introductory rate of only $39 a month. Andy Hecht has been a commodities trader for over 3 decades. Let his experience work for you. Sign up for your month-long free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report today at TFNN.com.
with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. Wouldn't it be great if you could get a red light, green light indicator that gives you signals on 25 different futures contracts? Now you can with Taz Signal Box. This red light, green light market profile system dynamically updates 24 hours a day and provides you with important trend and trade signals on 9 different commodities, 9 different indices, and 8 different currencies. Right now you can receive a 2-week free trial to Taz Signal Box. For all the details and to find out how the Signal Box works, visit the front page of TFNN.com. McEwen Mining is a high-growth, mid-tier producer in the Americas with a market capitalization of $1 billion. Experienced mining executive Rob McEwen, as chairman, CEO, and president, owns 25% of the outstanding shares of McEwen Mining and has put in place an ambitious business plan with the goal of qualifying for inclusion in the S&P 500 by 2015. With $70 million in cash and liquid assets as of the end of 2012 and completely debt-free, McEwen Mining is poised for growth. Production in 2013 is forecasted to grow at 24%, reaching 130,000 gold equivalent ounces, and over the next 3 years, McEwen Mining projects that their production will increase to 290,000 gold equivalent ounces, almost a 3-fold increase from last year's totals. If you'd like to find out more about McEwen Mining, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE or TSX under the symbol MUX.
Steve takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go out to New Jersey and speak with Mike. Mike, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you doing today?
Excellent, excellent. Thanks so much for asking. You're looking for some info on dry ships, DRYS. Tell me what you're doing and how I can assist you.
Well, I just sold it yesterday at $525, and
wait, dry ships, DRYS?
$325.
Hey, I was going to say if you sold it at $525, you're the man.
Yeah. I was hurting because I was short gold, and I had to take some profit somewhere.
Yes.
So I wanted to feel a little better.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Now it's up 7%.
Yeah, it did gap up this morning, and it's got some nice volume behind the move out here. You know, volume so far today, about 8.8 million shares out there. But you made money yesterday, so you didn't call me to complain, I hope.
Well, I actually did poorly on one. And,
I get it. Yeah. So, right now it's gapping up, so it's got some nice volume behind the move. Looks like this thing wants to head all the way back to that high volume, high candle on the daily chart. That's the February 24th level, which is the low of 344 to 384 out there. And so, that's where she's headed to. That's a beautiful thing when you do take a look at any kind of stock chart. If you can find a high volume high or a high volume low, you want to pay close attention to them. So now I say, you know what you have to do, because it's in the overbought territory. And when this equity gets up to that overbought condition, it does eventually pull back. And, you know, and I think that's what you want to do, is you want to wait for that to finish. I assume, could be a bad assumption, that you're looking for where's the next place to get back in it, or?
Yeah, I'd like to get in like a $3. And the Baltic Dry Index just gapped up today, this morning. So that's part of the reason why I did that.
Yeah. You know, it's I've been watching for the longest period of time, and it just simply has gotten away. Is which one is it?
FRO?
No. I can pull it up here in a moment. I don't have to do the guessing game here. It is. Give me one more second. Diana Shipping. Which is the stronger of had been the stronger of all of the bulk shippers out there. DSX is its ticker symbol. And this thing right now it didn't gap up or anything this morning here, but it's at 1240. And that is, I would say I would be paying attention to that one as well, Diana Shipping.
Right.
You know, it's another good one. But in the case this can easily go up and test the high. Now it's trading inside that bar right now, and the volume on that bar was 68, the high volume high, 68 million shares. And so far today, Mike, it's done 9 million shares. We've been trading for, about an hour. So it's got some pretty good volume, and that says that as long as it closes inside there, it ought to go test 384 first before it goes ahead and backs off. And when it does back off, you know, you got several different areas where you've got some signs of strength, and you're just going to have to, you know, watch to see how the volume comes into this thing as it pulls back. Now,
okay,
what is cool, I don't know if you caught the first hour. I've been developing because I'm always developing a set of tools where I've gone ahead and I put together all four factors that I take a look at in the marketplace. 'Cause I think there's basically, if you take a look at different indicators out there, I categorize them into four different areas. One area is going to be velocity, momentum, speed. That's one set. And the relative strength index is what I use. Basil uses the stochastics out there. The angle or the power, the energy. I like to use David White's power law vector indicator, or you can use the MACD. That's another one that tests that helps with verticality. Volume, supply, and demand. That's one of the things that you and I are talking about in volatility. And I've combined all those into an indicator. I haven't named it yet here, but in the case I just pulled dry ships on here, and it gave you a nice buy signal inside of dry ships that would have taken place on August the 22nd down around the $2 area, and you'd still be in this thing along. Even yesterday, this would say, hey, no reason to have actually sold it other than some kind of financial decision out there. So
right.
I'm loving this indicator. So
How long
I just have more.
Working on that? I've been your client on and off for the past 2 years.
Thank you. I've been working on this one. You know, it's really putting together all those tools that I share inside the newsletter, so I've been working on 3 different projects now simultaneously for about the last good 90 to 120 days. And yesterday I finally got this to the stage where it seems to be working really, really well. And I really appreciate all your assistance, Mike.
Okay.
All right. You have yourself a great day. We'll be right back, folks.
With the stock market flirting with all-time highs and volatility back, now is the perfect time for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights. On Monday, June 24th, Tom O'Brien closed out all 5 open positions in his daily newsletter, Market Insights, with all trades being profitable and ranging from a 2.23% gain all the way to more than an 11% gain in just one position for an incredible 32.7% profit combined between the 5 trades. Let Tom O'Brien's years of market experience work for you. If you'd like to see for yourself what kind of trading newsletter Tom O'Brien delivers to his clients each morning, then now is a perfect time to sign up for a 2-week free trial to his daily newsletter, Market Insights. In a volatile market like we currently have, the potential for fast market moves like we've seen recently is a trader's dream. So don't wait any longer. Sign up for your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today at the front page of TFNN.com.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors.
Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads. In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at Nadex.com. That's Nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And what a nice call from Mike in Pennington, New Jersey out there. And I do want to say thank you so much for being such a long-term, subscriber. And what I do want to say is, folks, I really respect everyone that is listening in right now, whether live or by archive. And I want to really thank you for sharing your time with me. It is nothing that I take lightly. You and I consider us, even though I can see you, I can visualize. That's how it really started when I started doing the show. If you actually came into the office where I was first recording from, actually had a picture of my kids on the wall because I had to actually talk to somebody versus some thin air. Now I've got pictures of all the different folks out there that I'm speaking with, and I consider us to really share a unique bond, and a bond where we're feeding our minds. That is a priority for each of us. Yeah, it's about time, which I really respect of yours, and being able to make money out there, because that's really what it's all about. Because I know that we can all do so much with even more than what we have in our lives right now, and I know you'll want my take on where the markets are going, what they're doing right at this moment, and I am absolutely here to serve you, and I will share with you, my belief about the message of the markets. But the cool thing, and the real cool thing for me about serving you, is I end up serving myself. So maybe that doesn't sound so good, but it really is a benefit that I actually get. And what I have found, and I know that this has got to be true for you, that by doing more for others, we do more for ourselves. And the beauty of all that is that, in my case here, I meet my two most dominant needs. You see, each of us, we have 6 human needs. The two that, by doing what it is that I do that meet my needs, are the need for contribution and the need to be able to grow, through learning out there. And in a world where, and I mentioned this the other day, where in the U.S. it's over 65% of the people, in the latest survey out there, they believe that their best days are behind them. In overseas, it's worse than that, which is really insane. And the cool thing is that I get to spend my time with the other 35%. That's you, because your best days are not behind you. And in a world where we've got this jobless recovery that is out there, where so many folks are searching for jobs, for careers, for ways to improve their lives, for the ability for themselves or their children to obtain financial freedom and financial security, I can truly say I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve you. I think you and I think we are the fortunate ones, the ones that have the real opportunity to take advantage of what I consider to be technology. We've got technology, so that the real place to make money out there is really in this place where we're at right now, the market. There is really a way to do it. There is a way for each of you to create your own money machine. It's not a dream, folks. It is absolutely a reality out there. And again, I appreciate Larry Pesavento bringing on Mark Douglas because trading is, for those of you that have taken my course, you'll know that I have said this, trading is 80% psychological. 80% is psychological. And the other 20%, you know what that is? It's in between our ears. Yeah, so this is a business about just simply, creating, understanding the tactics that are out there, the tools that we have available to us, creating the trading strategy that you've been able to test and back test or, emulate somebody that's been successful from a trading standpoint, and then just simply copy them. And it's no different than, going and finding somebody who's got the actual best chocolate chip cookie recipe out there. And then all you got to do is just simply follow that same recipe, and you can have the same cookie. So in any event, I really do honor you for being here with us, and thanks for your call, Mike. I really appreciated that. And so I'll go ahead and get off of that high horse as well. But it truly is how I feel about each of you out there. In any event, let's take a look at we got to go back and take a look at the ETF structure. So I didn't do that. Let's go finish that off so we can take a look at where they are headed to, the confirmed A to B equals CD patterns. Inside the Qs, the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD will take you up into a price level about 82.77. So that's where they're headed at right now. They're trading at 79.48. You can see they're truly in the over. They're extended. They are in the over bought condition. So working themselves off here, working off that condition, in a bit over the course of the next week or so would be a likely outcome. But they've got a nice confirmed A to B equals CD up, as does the IWM. The IWM has a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD up. That should take us into about the 112 price point. If we take a look at volume inside the IWM yesterday, 46 million shares, getting above the B point of August the 5th out there. That had 14 million shares. That was an easy one. The IWM was probably the easiest of the A to B equals CD patterns to take you up and away. Actually crossed through that. We got a confirmation of that on September the 17th as it crossed the B point with 29 million shares out there. And if we take a look at what used to be the dog and is now trying to get in the lead out here, or at least catch up to everybody else, that is the Dow Diamonds. Their B point, their swing point, was August the 2nd, 3.6 million shares. Well, no problema yesterday, 9.6 million shares as it took that level out. So 1-to-1 inside the Dow, 158.45. But I believe the Dow instead will start to take the lead here, be the lead dog in the pack, and take us up to about the 161-ish level out there. Doesn't mean it does it tomorrow or what have you, but we've got nice confirmed A to B equals CD up patterns. I have a request to take a look at KMP in the Tiger's Den, so we'll go do that. Let me see, what is KMP? That is Kinder Morgan. Okay, good. So we've got Kinder Morgan. I'll do that. I'm just going to stick it in this tab right here. So we got charts. So I got to get the right tool out there. Now I don't want to chat. I didn't mean to chat. Oh, I'm struggling here. Cancel. Oh, no, I don't have a nickname. Okay, we'll put Steve-O. There we go. Now we're out of here. Don't know what that actually led me to. Actually, don't think I've hit the chat button on this software for quite some time. In any event, let's go back and actually type in the ticker symbol properly, KMP for Kinder Morgan. That is trading right now at $80.94. I had some big volume yesterday. Let's go see what this thing here is doing. We're going to, I'll put up the Steve-O-mometer Of course, somebody called it, sent me an email, said to call it the, I can't remember off the top of my head, but let me find it. Where did I put that thing here? Dry ships. We'll pull that back up here. You type in KMP. That's off to another screen that I've got out there. So KMP actually gave a little bit of a buy signal yesterday. Very interesting out here. So this is coming off of the bottom. And this is kind of the cool thing about this tool that I've got, because part of the struggle that I was having, and so I build tools to overcome those struggles, is how to identify something that is coming off of a bottom at an early stage. And we got our first signal here on Kinder Morgan KMP yesterday. Again, this is a set of tools that I have put together, and when in essence here in my system, when it's blue, you're long, and when you're red, you're wrong. Right now, when you're red, you should be closing out your long positions and looking for shorts out here. So I still have more tinkering to do on it. So this tool's not done and 100% ready to go, but it's at a stage, the more that I look at each of the different stock charts out here, the more that I like it. So that is on the Rotomometer, or the Ultimate Money Machine tool out there. Now let's go take a look at what it did here yesterday. We had some big volume off of the bottom as it was moving higher. So you got 5.3 million shares. Now that 5.3 million shares was going against a downdraft that had 3.7 million shares out here. So you like to see that. It was testing an original breakout area. This breakout area, so it's been in like a consolidation range. This broke out on January the 2nd, not with a ton of volume, but you certainly did have wide price spread, so you've got to respect that. It had 1.6 million shares. That level was tested. It's been tested twice. Let's draw the line across the bottom of the screen here, and it's really this swing point that it was testing. We'll just move it up a bit here. This is where it broke out from, so I'll move that up, and that's the swing point from the trading session of December 28th out there. Now, December 28th, as I put the volume across the bottom, you do need to be reasonable and recognize that on December 28th, volume would have been light inside the marketplace anyways. The volume on December 28th happens to be 883,000 shares, and it was tested with 2.3 million shares on June 24th, and then the last trip down here was with 1.5 million shares. So it was telling you it didn't have enough energy to actually bust through an area that has been consolidation. So Kinder Morgan now should at least run up to the swing point, how about that? The swing point here of August 28th before it starts to run into some trouble out there around the 83.92 level. And if it can get above that, then it ought to go back and test the swing points here from July 12th. Had a nice volume high out there with about at $88 it was 3.7 million shares. And and you can see that running into that area is where it should find some resistance because of this nice big wide ranging bar and high volume off of the highs down here on May the 1st. So looks like Kinder Morgan, if you were playing this the upside, you're going to run into some real agitation, some real turbulence right around the $86 mark out there right now. It's trading at $81 and change. Let's see here. What else do we have that's moving in the markets that we can take a look at? Let's go take a look. I said we would take a look at the spiders. So let's go see what's going on with inside the sectors of the S&P 500. Let's go start off with the financial sector out here. The financial sector right now, just clear everything off the tables. So yesterday, moving up with volume, 51 million shares moving into the most recent swing point high out here, which only had 30 million shares. So coming into that swing point with volume, it should now didn't close inside there, but it wants to go test that level again, most certainly, which would be July 23rd. It's got 30 million shares. Now, if it can get over that, that's a heck of a nice A to B equals CD. Let's take a look at it. Your A point is going to be the low on June 24th. Your B point is going to be July 23rd. Your C point is going to be August the 28th. So it's coming into the swing point with volume. That's positive. If it can clear the price of $20.93, what that'll set up is a move to $21.70, or minimum a move to $21.70 out there, and that is inside the XLF. A question to take a look at CRM. So I can do that. That's inside the den. Then we'll come back over into these. Now I think I've got a CM chart up on my screen somewhere out here. It might be in Show Up. So let's go see what Salesforce Innovation has. I got dry ships there, but maybe right behind it. I must have taken it off the screen. So let's go put that up. I remember that gapping up quite a week ago or so. Gapping up again here this morning. So if we take a look at CRM, and first thing I'm going to do is put that on the Steve-O-ometer. out here, Salesforce Innovation. And let's take a look at this equity. So as we take a look at this little tool that I created, I gave you a nice little buy signal, gave us a couple of them, gave us one back here off of the lows in June 26 when it was in the 37-ish dollar price range. You got a next buy signal on this was on July the 2nd. Didn't get any kind of a tighten your stop, close out the trade until the trading session of August 13th. Goes ahead, makes a low. You got an indication to move higher right here in the trading session of August 29th. So wouldn't that be nice to catch that on August the 29th out there when it was down, closed at about the price point of 43.65. Very next day, gaps up. Today it is gapped up as well. It's at 53.73. So the question is it forming a bearish butterfly, or that it broke a bearish butterfly? So let's go take a look at the butterflies on this equity here. My assumption is that you're going to be starting with the swing point from May the 20th. Let's first go ahead and take a look at expansions from May 20th down to the lows here of June 21st. Now, the butterfly that you were referring to looks to me like you were talking about the 1.272 butterfly peak D out there. So as we take a look at that, we'll draw that in on the chart out here. So this is what that butterfly pattern looked like, and that butterfly did complete on the trading session right there of September the 12th. Now, here's the issue with that butterfly peak D, and it's this. If we take a look at the actual A to B equals CD pattern on this, let's go take a look at that. You can see that the actual A to B equals CD completes higher than where that 1.272 butterfly actually was. Now, the other issue with regard to taking a look at this equity and taking a look at that butterfly. So the butterfly is something you could have drawn in ahead of time. But the issue with that pattern right there is what? What is it that Steve-O is going to go ahead and point to that if you were taking a look at the 1.272 to say, that likely is not going to be the resting point? Because 5071 is the 1.272 expansion. If you take a look at that trading session on August 30th, you were gapping up, not you, but it was gapping up into it with 31 million shares, wide price spread. When you are completing patterns, what you don't want to see is you do not want to see wide price spread, and you do not want to see wide price spread and accelerated volume. When you see those things coming into whatever your reversal point might be, it's telling you that it actually wants a higher price out there. Now, you got a little bit of a bearish reversal candle signal out here that would have taken place on the trading session of September 13th. But remember, the body is the essence of price out here. And you can see in order to wrap around that little spinning top candle on September 12th, it really took no effort whatsoever. And then you've got 3.3 million shares coming back into 31 million shares. I don't think that's going to be enough to bust it down. And so what you'd then be looking for is your next point would be your 1.618 expansion, which is at $54.68. But quite frankly, up at that level, which is also 1 to 1.272, that's telling me that that's not the end of the move inside Salesforce Innovation. Is it gapping up today? Let's see, the high of yesterday, 52.57, the low today, 52.66. So no, it wasn't a gap up today. But this is coming into yet another nice sign of strength yesterday. 10 million shares. Hey, look, it wasn't 31 million shares. Nonetheless, it was 10 million shares. It looks to me like we'll have to put this on a longer-term chart, but it looks to me like the 1.618 butterfly isn't something that you would take inside this trade as well. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pezzavento's trading newsletter.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the Forex market, and more. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 full weeks. That's an $85 value. Yours free when you register right now.
Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind.
And get the edge you've been looking for.
On Wednesday, August 14th and Thursday, August 15th, Tom O'Brien advised his Gold Report subscribers to close out 6 of their 9 open positions, all winning trades ranging from a 10.6% profit to an incredible 48% profit in just one equity. And all 6 of those winning trades had been initiated no earlier than just the previous month. With the 600th weekly Gold Report issue fast approaching, Tom O'Brien brings an incredible wealth of knowledge and experience to the gold market and the equities within the industry. That's almost 12 years since this powerful newsletter first began, and right now you can get a 30-day free trial to the Gold Report by visiting TFNN.com. Make sure you're a subscriber, as this volatile gold market provides trading opportunities after declining all the way from $1,900 to under $1,200 an ounce in only 2 years. Get your 30-day free trial to the Gold Report today by visiting TFNN.com. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Questions are the answer. You want a better life? Ask a better question. My driving force in life is, how can I become the intelligence behind financial freedom? It's why I take massive action. It's why I've invested over 10,000 hours and thousands of dollars to create the answer, the ultimate money machine. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, and on Friday, September 27th, I'll be hosting a one-day online master trader course, The Ultimate Money Machine, where I'll teach you the exact same trading strategies that I use every day when trading the markets and advising my newsletter subscribers. Learn how to precisely identify the market's next move, when to pull the trigger by letting the market commit to you before you commit to it, and how to manage your trade to maximize your results, just as we did in the month of August, when I advised my newsletter subscribers of 11 new trades, resulting in 1 loss and a combined profit of 129%. Our next move, it's days away. The cost of this course, $595, less than $2.50 per trading session over the next year. If you're looking for the answer, it's the Ultimate Money Machine. All the details on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's off 16 points. S&P flat, up 30 cents. Composite up a couple of bucks out there. And on the weekly chart of Salesforce Innovation, CRM, it's got a confirmed A to B equals CD up to the 58.35 level. But really, when you take a look at that retracement, that B to C leg out there, what you're going to see, it's not much of a retracement at all. A little bit above a 0.3, a little bit below a 0.382 retracement. And that actually says that Salesforce Innovation out here, I just have to move it off to the side and scrunch it, because I know that's also, scrunching is a technical term out there, and I've got a scrunching tool. And the scrunching tool says probably $67 over the course of time inside the Salesforce Innovation out there. Let's go to Lou. Oh, Lou dropped. Okay. Well, he was calling about natural gas, I believe. So I got an email during the prior break trying to as a suggestion for a name of the tool that I have created, and a person suggested the Right Road. So that's kind of a cool name, and don't know what we're going to call it, but I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the screen. Actually, first let me go to the normal natural gas chart out here right now. And as we take a look at natural gas, it's moving up into some resistance. That resistance is the next swing point on July 18th out at the 383 level out here. But as we take a look at, as I put the roadometer up here, or whatever it is that we're going to call it. I do like the Ultimate Money Machine, though, because that's really what this thing is going to turn into. This thing here, which was nice, is in natural gas. And, again, this is a combination of tools out here. Gave us a nice long signal to come in on this equity here back on the trading session of August 14th. Now, my clients and I, we actually picked it up on the trading session of August the 9th, the first go-around, because of that key reversal candle that had formed out here. But you can see this thing here has us back in, had it back in, coming in on the trading session of September the 12th. And so long and strong at this stage inside of natural gas out there. So it looks like it's the real deal. What natural gas is going to attempt to do is get back inside of that rising price channel that it broke out of. So it's going to make its way up into the 290-ish level out there. Take a quick peek in on bonds. If we take a look at bonds, boy, what a nice move yesterday. What bonds want to do, it looks like to me, is bonds want to get all the way back up and try to get into the consolidation area around the 135 level. Actually gave you the confirming buy signal the very first time, and I have mentioned this on the program for quite some time, a close above 130.02, and we actually saw that 2 trading sessions ago, and you can see how that buy signal actually worked out there, wide price spread yesterday. So pulling back a bit here this morning, but it does look like bonds themselves want some higher price. So what is it that we're looking for? I can tell you what you're looking for intraday right now is just a normal retracement. This is the 30-minute chart on my screen. Looking for the ES mini, the EKG of the system, to make a retracement probably in that 1714 level. Now, just because it's 1714, that doesn't mean you rush in and buy. You would need to see a number of different factors that take place, and I'll be sharing all of those factors during my workshop, The Ultimate Money Machine. This is next Friday, September the 27th. All the details are on the homepage of TFNN.com. I hope you give me the opportunity to share with you a great set of tools so that you, too, can create your own money machine out there. The ES Mini could also easily pull back into the 1706 range, the 0.618 of the move. And the bulls, they just simply can't hide. They'll tell us, just as the bears told us up here at the top, that the price move this morning was ready for a retracement and a pullback. So that's what's going on inside the market. Stay tuned. We got Basil Chapman. He's up next. Following Basil, well, I believe Basil may be doing a 2-hour back-to-back stint. That's right, because Larry is out of the office today. So you got Basil for 2 hours. Then we've got Daryl Martin, David White, Andy Hecht, I believe, because it is Taperless Thursday, and none other than the boss, Tom O'Brien, from 4 to 6. Have a great day, folks. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil's subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just one position. If you'd like to try out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page at TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, The Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on TFNN.